Bolts from the blue. The power of Earth. Clive has claimed a portion of the Icon Titan's essence. Attuning with Titan not only changes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic spells, but also allows him to wind up. No, Demajen. Several new iconic abilities, such as Wind Up, a singular strike that increases in potency when charged. Titan's iconic feat, Titanic Block. Ah, so our circle is going to be a block. Using square immediately after a perfect time precision block will initiate a devastating counter. This is my kind of play style. A new missive has been delivered to Clive's chambers. There were also new hunts available at Nectar. What have we got for us? Are we up to A rank? Oh, no. A single A rank. Muddy Murder. Rumours spreading throughout the southern reaches of Ruzena of a pool of opalescent ooze that has been sighted in the moors and meadows of the region. While it resembles naught but a puddle of strange sludge from a distance, any man or beast that draws too close is met with masses of slimy hands that drag their prey into a gaping, grinning maw. Is this what we want for our children? Yes, okay. Hawk's Cry Cliff. And this is our first A rank. Ooze. Hawk's Cry Cliffs. I'm only writing these down so that I don't have to keep returning to the board because my memory is poor.
Not all of the made it out alive.
Anything else here to do? Yes, we had a new letter, didn't we? I'm assuming at some points that the letters are going to hold something important, and thus I am going to keep on checking them. Interesting that Blackthorn doesn't have anything for us. Maybe we need to speak to Otto first before that will happen. Keep doing that. Homecoming. I apologise for what happened at Rosalith. I fear what might have been had not you, Gav, and Torgal fought so fiercely. Once again, you were there when I needed you most, and for that I shall forever be grateful. Seeing the city I'd once come to know as my home reduced to flame and rubble has left me with much sadness in my heart. But the time for looking back is beyond us. We must focus on the here and now. Our memories will be waiting for us when this is all through. It's very sweet that she sends us these little letters. Let's take a look at Titan's abilities. Phoenix, Garuda. We've got space for 2 more. Bahamut and Odin? I guess? So maybe we don't... Oh, no. No, we've got space for 3 more there. Bahamut, Odin, and Shiva. Right, wind up is a punch forward, hold button to wind up attack, further increasing potency. Okay. Block enemy attacks with circle. What does mastering do for it? Increases limit break gauge upon gain upon blocking an attack. That's quite good. Upheaval. Slams a fist in the ground. Charge it. Can be used in midair. Can be upgraded. Raging fists. Okay. And Earth and Fury. Lots of damage. Not a lot of stagger. But that seems quite good. For now, I'm going to master the block. That's mostly damage. Again, stagger seems to be the way forwards. So I'm going to learn that. Upgrade increases the attack potency. If timed precisely, the first strike can block an incoming attack. Locking an attack with Raging Fist will change the follow-up attack, increase potency, and reduce ability cooldown by 50%. Can be extended by tapping the execute button. Oh, I don't have enough points. Right, I'm going to put that... Oh, yeah. We can only have 3 equipped, can't we? Oh. Who shall we replace? I think it's going to have to be Ramu. And I want to change that for Raging Fists. So this is why you can master them to put them on other things. Because if I master the lightning rod, I can then put that onto another icon and create a full-on set. Otto, what do you have for us?
Otto, is now a good time?
It's not a bad one. How's Jill doing?
Forgot how deep his voice was.
Ty is making sure she gets the rest she needs.
You're gonna have to tie her down, Clive.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
What was going on? Sorry.
To try and track him, but she's feeding on scraps. We've sent ours out to the curse breakers and their other friends in the west, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet, but it's only a matter of time.
Right. Let me know when you find something.
An interlude.
There he is.
Oh, hello.
All right, Clive. Still busy
Sid's
saving
daughter.
the world.
Mid. When did you get back?
Mid, daughter of
Just now.
Sid.
What about your studies?
Adjourned.
Richard?
Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the canvas in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right, you win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid,
Uh-oh.
you can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her. While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Oh, wonderful.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
She's a charmer, isn't she?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment.
I'll take that as a compliment. Yes.
Well, Clive, you heard the professor.
Clive.
So...
Oh, what is this
leave the
accent?
storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on.
It's-
Breath of fresh air. Bloody tempest, more like.
It's northern.
Oi, Otto, you got my gill?
Something northern.
Huh?
A bit.
What are you on about?
My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying.
That little...
And Clive's out of there.
The storeroom, was it? I wonder what Mid's plotting.
Yes, one assumes that Mid is... In fact, we can probably check, can't we? Yes. Midadol Telemon, a student of engineering at the University of Canva. She is as well versed in the secrets of modern and fallen technology as any scholar in the Twins, and means to put that knowledge to use in service of the Hideaway. Yes. Wonderful. Love me a spunky engineer.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
Rest. Hello, Mid.
You took your time.
You took your
I'm a
time.
busy man, Mid.
No, she's...
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
She's Liverpudlian, isn't she?
You've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering.
Yeah.
Told me everything he knew about it. then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use.
Yeah,
for the
I
good of the
think
cause.
she's a Scouser. Which is
But
why I
don't think
love
anyone's
this.
stuck at school.
The voice acting of
I've
this guy.
studied enough.
Anyway, I need to pay
It's
attention.
time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
She's
Well. If Sid could see you now. All right. I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
yeah, she's got a good chunk of Scouse in there. It's not full Scouse.
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need, and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Yeah, no, she's a Scouser. Quest accepted. Getting to work. Already, I am very entertained.
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
At what cost? One wonders. Yes, the voice company. I assume they are using the same one as they use for Final Fantasy XIV, which has a wonderful spread of, generally speaking, northern sounding actors. A lot of Lancastrian, a lot of Yorkshire, a lot of somewhat generic, that kind of area-ish sounding people.
Was wondering where you got to. Mid's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Yeah.
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list.
A list of materials. We're going to have to find some of these.
Think you can find everything on there?
This lot. Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment,
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us.
Oh.
If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink.
Oh, okay.
Drained the life out of us long ago.
indeed.
Has Karen got a fake eye?
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you.
I've just noticed she's got different coloured eyes. Shows how much attention I pay. I've got to stop punching my shoulders. It makes me look really wide. Oh, Karen's also got new things in general.
Well, don't just stand there gulping.
Gulping.
Go on then.
Hunter's waistcloth. Just in time to be of no use to me. Nothing new in that. We need to buy those orchestrion rolls at some
Finished,
point.
are ya? It's all right.
But not doing it yet. Probably leave it too late.
Blackthorn, you busy?
He's always busy.
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools.
Supply kits. Hand it over. Is he going to be as generous?
Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship? Yeah. I'll see what I can do. Till I'll bring them over when I'm done.
Go to the moon.
And Mid's, no doubt. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
How do I get down to Bardolph? Ooh, Blackthorn's also got new things that we can forge.
Back, are ya?
New
So
sword?
would be.
Yes. Grindstone. Up to 225. It's only 5 extra. But...
No scratches, alright?
Ooh. We can now craft... the Drake Slayer belts.
Should last you a good while.
Gelatinous mass we're going to get from that hunt. The ooze on Hawk's Cry Cliff, which I've written down. Need to go and do that. I can do a little bit of a Liverpudlian accent on occasion. One thing I've noticed, actually, whenever I'm reading aloud, which I do a fair amount of, you know, as an English teacher, the accent that I most quickly slip into tends to be some kind of pseudo Liverpudlian. I've no idea why.
To keep us going. How do, Master Sid?
I do.
Bardolph. Maid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter.
Since we couldn't
So
find one.
naturally I thought of you.
Well,
Charla.
I'd love to help the young miss however I can.
I bet you would.
But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching.
There's holes
and
need
if
patching.
I don't patch 'em, we'll all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is I ain't got none.
I see.
It don't have to be me though, does it? What about that other fella?
What other fella?
You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
That's right. And he is a friend of the cause.
Yes.
I'll ask Martha if she can spare.
Vaguely remember him.
Thank you, Bardolph.
Least I could do.
How are you the head carpenter? Do you not have other carpenters under your... I was going to say belt. It's not really the phrase I'm after, but yeah. Martha! Hello.
Ah, Clive, what brings you to the Rest?
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might
Oh
find
yeah,
him?
he's the guy that repaired the bridge
He
for us.
went up to Cressida on business.
Where?
No idea what, mind.
Cressida.
Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look for him there then.
Where's Cressida? Some ruins. Oh. Ah. An area that we have hitherto been unable to access. Bernard has built us a bridge. To a field full of monsters, by the look of it.
The lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you?
Do you now? Hmm. Aye, we do. Nice foggy rays.
Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges.
Yeah,
sure
I could
enough.
tack boards to bridges.
And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
Of course, we'll
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
probably.
Of course.
Oh.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get
Let's
across.
kill some monsters for you. That is
Only to find the
absolutely
place
fine.
Crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could...
It's the
Absolutely.
least I can do.
Absolutely.
Thank you kindly. And take care.
Gonna kill monsters. Time to try out Titan's new abilities. Okay.
This shouldn't take long.
Right, so. Precision block. Okay. Got no maneuverability on it, though. Now. It's going to take a while to get used to. Yeah, probably best versus single targets, I would think, as opposed to oh, two enemies approach. Okay. Plants, you say? Ow. Nice. Just leave the man in his little circle. Come here. New enemies approach. 3 waves. Oops. Ow. I've got no potions, have I? Okay, so things that I have learnt. Precision block does not stop combos. So that's good to know. Right, we've got our potions back.
This shouldn't take long.
Well, you say that, Clive. Alright, get you out of the way. Oh. Oh, that's got a little kind of target area to use. Interesting. Nope. Jeez. Looking at Scarecrow. Scarecrow was the word I was after. Okay. That was way faster than I was expecting. Oh, that's just shattered my block. Can't see squat there. Right. There was a little thing that was... Untouchable. Ow. Oh, I didn't get my potions back. Shit. Okay, this is going to be problematic then. Don't know why I keep doing that.
Nice try.
Ow.
Fire and flame.
Fail. Nah.
Too slow.
Pew, 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 pew. Yeah, not sure how I feel about Titan. I quite like... I feel like I'm missing the explodiness of Ramuh, even though I don't like Ramuh's
That should do it.
circle ability.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my
But
folks can rest in peace once more.
I could put 2 of Ramuh's abilities on Titans if I master them.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
That is doable.
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left.
Nature has reclaimed it.
So it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Seeing one's home
Ah, don't be.
in this kind of state.
Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's on to your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
It's alright, we're going to come and have a look as well.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
Clive's got that kind of... Ah, what's the word I'm after? That kind of disappointed old uncle sound to him. Yoink. I feel like this is the same building that we've seen elsewhere. Which is fine. Yoink. Yoink. Anything? No? Nout in there. Graves are over here.
Ma? I'm sorry I ain't been back to see you in so long, but I got some news for you. I'm to be wed.
Oh. Good for you, Bernard. Good for you. Bless him. Bless him. So, how does one go about? How does one go about mastering these things? Well, we need 555 for that. Right. Let's master that. And then let's put it on there. There we go. Ooh, actually, while we're here. Oh, I've still got no potions though, have I? Though, to be fair, we'll get some new ones if we die. So, we want to go to... Oh, it doesn't actually say where we want to go to. It just says it's near these cliffs.
5 minutes later.
Where is the likely place for an ooze to be? Oh, this is Old Hill. Oh, hold on. Aha! Ooh! Oh, the Flan prints. Wonderful. Okay, this is probably going to be over quick.
You take us unawares, did you? Come on. No.
What level was that? 38? And what level are we? Actually, what level are we? We are 30. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think I'm going to go back to the Hideaway, I think. I think we might need a couple of levels if it's going to hit us that hard. Also, we're down a party member because there's only 2 of us. Hello, Mid.
All right, Clive. You've all done then?
You're all done then.
I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
Quest complete. Getting to work. I wonder what she's going to do for us. The Breath of Earth wind up. Reduces wind up cooldown time by 3 seconds.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
A new quest is available nearby. Multiple quests are now available nearby. The Weight of Command and Do No Harm. They are basic quests, so we're going to carry on with the main one for now. Mostly because I want to see how Jill is and see whether we can get her back in the party.
Ah, Clive.
Talia, how's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you.
Oh.
He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right.
Ah,
I
yes.
need to ask Hippocrates about Torgal. He must have found something.
Wonderful. Okay.
Clive, where have you been?
Dealing with...
I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you get him? Like, in the first place?
Had him since he was a kid.
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and, seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Torms?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north.
Fenrir.
Such was his
Fenrir.
mastery
Fenrir.
of ether, he
Probably.
could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Hold it.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly.
Oh.
But I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva.
So Jill
a
being
girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later,
nice little
his powers
parallel.
awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Yep.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Who's a good boy?
Oh, get you, Torgal.
Get you.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health.
Oh, good.
Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
Oh, hello,
There
Mid.
you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
Patience is not her virtue, is it? What is she going to do? Sometime later. Big stone table.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm going to work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them.
She's so enthusiastic.
Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
What are you actually going to do for us, Mid?
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
Uh-huh.
We have everything we need to begin work in earnest.
And work in earnest we shall.
Okay.
I wish Miss Riddle would let us help her with her
Dungeoneering?
dungeoneering.
Dungeoneering? That's not what we were promised. Vivian.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Cupcake.
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route.
It feels
left
like it's
was
about time
Well,
we went to one of
keep at
the
it.
other areas.
If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
Yeah, this is kind of a holding.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That was not
That is a relief.
actually what she was getting at, I don't think.
Clive, have you got a minute?
Vivian will thank you.
Have a guest.
A guest?
How do we get guests here? Is Kupka come to us? Because that'd be awkward.
For your trouble.
Oh, Byron.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight. Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens, for your favourite uncle is here!
Oh dear. So we've got a spunky Liverpudlian and a rambunctious uncle. Meanwhile, Twinside in the Holy Empire of Sombrek. Seat of the Imperial Court.
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Yes, Olivier's
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
What did
May
you
the
do?
blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
Huh?
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Has he got some kind of persuasive power, or was that what the...
Now, let us come to the question of precisely
God,
when the
I
Dalmecs
can't
will
wait
withdraw
until we
their
do something
troops.
about her.
Beyond's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmecs to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
Something's up with the Emperor.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true.
Sounds like that's an
For
answer
every
that Dion does
citizen
not
who
expect.
falls, another can be bred.
So something has
For every home
changed.
that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Maybe it's just Annabella's words that are poisoning him. Something about this flower that he's obsessed with.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp.
This situation is very...
My orders.
Yes, rather awkward. Maybe he sees Dion as a little bit more
Your Radiance.
dispensable now he's got
I shall depart at once.
Olivier. God, she's a conniving. There. Dislike. What is that flower for?
May Greeka forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
He will turn against you because... Yeah, he'll turn against you because you forced him into it, not because it was his original intention.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
It's impressive that Annabella has such a convincing tongue. Although, how she uses it... Hello, Uncle Byron.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
Why are you here?
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction.
Is that the only reason you came?
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Oh.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
Oh dear. Good old Gav.
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde.
But it might
Most
help us
intriguing.
pinpoint where
Forgive me for
Kupka's
not
gone.
being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has
It still
fallen
doesn't
into
say who the
place.
mysterious man that carried Cupcake off was.
Come here and I'll show you.
Back to the map. The blight is spreading.
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast.
Yes.
So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield
But it's a
to the
long
next.
journey.
And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, It seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea.
So they would have gone the same way.
So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape?
You'd think so.
Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon.
No,
by
that doesn't make
unforgiving
any
waves,
sense whatsoever.
his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it.
But where else can they stop on the way?
What was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert.
That's it.
And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat.
Why would they do
I
that?
would stake your life on it.
Stake my life on it? Wonderful, thanks for that. So they wanted us to think that they'd gone by sea, but in fact...
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would
Why?
have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned and where we're going.
Have
Very
they
well,
got
but
to
be quick
Byron?
about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Huh. Something suspicious about Byron's...
Outfitting our little workshop, I hear. With a little help.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is
Big
Kupka's
fight
head.
in the deserts.
I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
That might end
Flantastic
it.
and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Ruzena Dalimil. Some call her
Ruzena Dalimil.
Who is she?
an old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalimil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring
I don't
her
know why
back
there's a
into the
comma
fold.
after the new, but...
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
Yeah, I don't think I trust Byron. I feel like somebody's got to him.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart.
It's a little bit too...
Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Maybe I'm just cynical. Ooh. Our first... Can't view an area map for here. The Velcroy Desert, a vast arid sea of sand and stone that has been slowly consuming western Dhalmekia since time immemorial. The Dhalmekian Republic. Our first new zone in quite some time. But there are still places in the other zones that we can go to. We're just randomly walking.
I was a young man when last I walked this path.
Sand's not great for fur.
There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Riddle of the Sands. Take a look at it. Alright, we've got some areas to the north. We've got our objective. Seems to be Titan's Wake. Seems to be a reasonably large map. The Bandit's Bed. Wonder what we could find there. What kind of level are we looking at?
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark them well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
Okay. Level 28. Just want to see if I can unlock the map up here a bit. Wild Knack. Keratina. Oh, that's the wrong.
This one. Over here.
Ooh, 2 goblin coins from them. More? Well done, Uncle Byron. You've held your own. Reasonable chunk of XP from them. Three desert roses. Anything hidden back here? Disappointingly, no. Kind of a shame. Can we?
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born.
That was a long time ago.
You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
What a delightful story. These are impressive, aren't they? So is this the trading post?
Who do you think those soldiers were in the inn?
So, Lord Cook has finally made his move.
Cupcake. Yeah, a reasonably large but somewhat empty area.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalimil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
No, something about this still strikes me as off. And Torgal, for that matter.
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
But Torgal shall come to our rescue, should he have... I like that. Ooh, look at the cloth physics on Clive's hood. Yes, pull them up just off camera. Must be warm in those outfits. You don't get this anymore. You don't get to sit at a bar with your hood up and...
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
Chocobo stew. Where's she going? That's a nice looking board of cheese and meat. Oh, hold on. It's Joshua here. That's Yote, isn't it? He is. Oh dear.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
Like who?
We must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
The fact that both Clive... That's a thick wooden door. The fact that both Clive and Joshua are here at the same time. Fates. I wonder if somebody's going to recognise her. No, it's just a busy scene.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
Yes, it's a
I hear
desert.
they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, we'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
Oh dear.
Uncle? Sorry.
Uh-oh. Oh, she can't see us from there?
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
Uh-oh. This is very cinematically done, isn't
You are
it?
travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend.
Jeez.
Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
He's gonna throw up if he's not careful. Comedy.
Thank you.
Try it.
Stay down.
Punches!
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
Thanks, Uncle. Oh yeah, I've got no Torgal here. Which makes sense. You. Nah. Walls away from another level yet. Well, if trouble was brewing, well.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Is she gonna tell? Surely Joshua would have felt it anyway. She's sprightly, isn't she?
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Why is she so beholden to him anyway? Because he's... I'm intrigued. Oh. He knows.
Clive?
Loses vegetables.
What is it now?
Has he told...
It's nothing.
Has he told anybody about Joshua still being alive? And Jill knows. Ah, there's Torgal.
Where are you?
Well, if we didn't know where to find Kupka before, we do now.
Ooh.
The Rawless said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Good boy.
Made from the stoutest stonework.
Goodest of boys. Oh. Oh. Look what we've got here.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang.
Do we go through them or do we go
Lord
around them?
Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention
yes.
already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Ruzena Dalimil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means. The wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Ruzena Dalimil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of
That's
the
not exactly subtle, though, is it, Byron?
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Okay, subtlety is not the way we are going. Then. What do you have for sale, travelling trader?
Anything I can interest you in?
Platinum sword. Reduces lightning rod cooldown by 5 seconds.
My thanks.
I'm not going to equip it, but I'm going to buy it.
Fare you well.
Right, speak with some townspeople.
Light it for Gilbert's sake.
Excuse me, travelling trader.
Anything I can help you with, travelers?
Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalimil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Baths, markets, and
Thank
smithies.
You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Ruzena Dalimil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Subtle. Very subtle. Stall holder.
What do you want?
Oh.
Can't you see I'm busy?
Nice.
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Ruzena Dalimil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait.
Smithy?
The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for.
No.
You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience.
Uh-huh.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
How many times do I have to tell you?
It's not a toy. Hello there, Riverbird Captain.
Can I help you?
Possibly.
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Ruzena Dalimil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask Further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand.
They're all very helpful, aren't they?
Merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly. Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Further knows.
Sweet incense, wasp wax candles.
Hello, Further.
Excuse me. Are you Further?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Ruzena Dalimil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
That was a little
So
too
do you
easy.
think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think he...
Ambush time.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Mm-hmm.
Over here! This one. Stay down.
Oh, that doesn't work from the sides, does it? So actually, it's not that useful. Because you can evade from any angle.
This one.
Just kill everybody around it. Ah, balls.
Get him. Get him.
Oh. Yeah, Torgal seems to be getting more and more attacks as he levels up, which is cool. Saw that coming. Whoa. Camera doesn't like that. That's fine. Enemies bested. We haven't killed them though. They're still alive. It's only a flesh wound. And now the desert hare herself will show up.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him.
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Uh-huh.
Further?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the men of the rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Ruzena. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To to the Lock of Leisure.
Interesting turns of phrase there. Anything back here? No. Worth a look. Yes, the perfect block is cool, but wouldn't you go flat?
My carpets have...
Because it doesn't work from attacks from behind. It seems like it's going to be much better for bosses than anything else.
Ubor's Forge, the Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all.
No, I don't think
so
it
much
was.
for Ruzena Dalimil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it.
Maybe it was his mother?
Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity?
Trading routes.
Why, trust. Everyone knows that.
All that.
Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Okay, bye then.
Let's leave this mama to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I don't like this boy.
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants.
Coming across as a little bit of an asshole.
Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalimil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then,
And what is the trouble?
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you.
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
Follow the crystals. Yes.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalimil.
He's not Sid. He can't be. What? Are you calling Master Lubor a lie?
Master Lubor is a little bit annoying. I don't like his kind of general tone / attitude.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
One of the interesting things about fantasy settings where magic is a commodity like this is how it stifles innovation in all but very small circumstances. So the way that there's been no real advances in technology because everything is powered by crystals or by bearers. It's very much a trope of the genre these days. It's something that's is used quite a lot.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me.
And yet, obviously, in certain games, that you get things like Magitech.
What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
Well.
Not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the rock and the men of the rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking, with pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
Okay.
Do you think fresh bread, warm from the oven?
So the men of the rock have very deep pockets. I.e., they filled them with ill-gotten gains.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalimil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
You and your silver tongue,
we're a stone's
Clive.
throw from Drake's Fang, for one. The soldiers guarding the mother crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
I see.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer. I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use.
Probably not.
He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
Hello, serving girl.
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
What's he doing?
Let me treat you.
Oh.
Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you
Be
give
bribing
me
the
reason
guards.
to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
He's trying to get information? Or is he trying to buy his way into people's good graces, I guess. Hold on. Somebody has left some goblin coins in a box. They are now mine.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it.
Mm-hmm.
And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld.
I don't think he really understands the value of money, does he?
My little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then.
Yeah.
Just as you arranged.
What could go wrong?
Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
If.
Let me treat you.
Of course.
If things turn sour.
I need a drink.
Genuine cactuar needles.
Fucking men of the wrong.
Oh. Ooh. A mysterious canyon. I like the fact that we automatically get off straight into a cutscene as well.
I'll take it from here.
Ooh. Okay. They do indeed have a stock of crystals.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Waludians.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere.
Sounds like a bit of a scam, to be honest.
They might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business.
Gasp!
Kill them! Kill them both!
Oh, that's the wrong.
Soil and stone!
Do 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 do.
It's not over yet, Uncle.
More enemies? Gasp! I'm surprised by this. Wicked wind. Cure? Outballs. Who's casting cure? Oh, you! Get over here. There's another one somewhere. You! This double teams them because it procs it every second. Blah. Oh, more. More enemies. They brought chocobos with them. Oh. Punches. Dead. You gonna attack? Yeah, I feel like just waiting for the perfect block actually is a bit of a waste of time. Level up. Yeah, it doesn't seem worth the kind of general... Because you can't attack while you're trying to look for it.
That wasn't too bad.
Because there's too many effects
That's
going
like
off.
my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was
This dick again.
particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly. Buying one's way into the confidence of
kid needs a slap.
degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the rock taking crystals.
Well, I hope so, because otherwise we've got another quest to do.
Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalimil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is.
Now they've got a load of crystals. A load of crystals.
Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon?
Sure. Yeah, why not? I don't like him. He's slimy. Just trying to think what to do about the Titan issue.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
Because I wouldn't use Ramu's thing either.
So Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse.
Wow.
Well,
Lubed
Clive,
up.
you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not?
Yup.
To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades.
Well, that's handy, isn't it?
Those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Wonderful.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the... Ugh!
Here, wear this.
Oh, a badge. Wonderful. We are getting quite the pin badge collection. You accept the Desert Rose from Lubor.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
I don't really want to be a friend of yours, though.
Lubor. And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Ruzena Dalimil is back in bed with Sid.
Not entirely sure I want to be honest. No, but we're going to. I was wondering when we'd actually see them used. Because we saw one right at the start, which got killed.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold.
Yeah, I just don't like him. There's something about him that rankles me the wrong way.
Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Yeah, and you made a pretty penny off it as well.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Quest complete. Follow the crystals. Well, we've got our way through the gate at least. And there are now some quests here as well. But they are not main quests, so we shall continue onwards.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Riddle of the Sands.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Just look at the...
It was this way, wasn't it? Yes.
What? Ah, they've opened the gate.
That's handy.
Lubor was true to his word.
We should get going soon.
Ooh.
Ah, I'm not too late.
Oh, good. More of him.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier.
Uh-huh.
Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret.
Uh-huh.
Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Walud are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove.
Yes.
But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines.
That
the
sounds like a
guard
dungeon.
is lightest. I've lost one Sid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Yes. We do have a plan, don't we, Clive?
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we press on?
It's open now.
go on then. I like the rocks here. Again, the lighting is nicely done on them, and it's decent quality texture work. I still hold out hope that FF14's 7.0 patch brings with it textures that are a little bit more comparable to this. If they do naught else but upgrade the lighting engine and upscale the textures on clothing so it's not horrendously pixelated, I will be happy enough. But if they could do more still, the jaw, I would be quite happy. Gonna get a cool vista now? Yes, we are.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
It's very differently shaped to the others. Much flatter.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert.
Oh,
you'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
I guess we're leaving Byron here?
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor.
He's got some guilt.
I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am.
But you survived. Well, what else could you have done?
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother,
Something tells me Clive isn't going to live long enough to get the chance.
Sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now.
Not to recover an old one.
A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers.
Yep.
Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do.
Just on a grander scale.
Not by ruling Rosaria,
and
by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins.
Kind of in contrast to what his wife was after.
Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet.
Whenever that is.
You can regale me too, Torgal.
Good doggy. Yes, a lot of exuberant positivity.
I'm coming for you, Kuka.
Balancing out that sense of guilt that he has. Slightly too late there. Meanwhile, no, dungeon time. So we've still got some side quests. We've also got some hunts and other bits and pieces. Let's quickly go back and check those before continuing on into the dungeon. It's possible that there may be a point of no return. A new missive has been delivered to Clive's chambers. This is probably just going to be a note from Lubor, or possibly from Uncle Byron. Or maybe from Jill. Ruzena. Sid II, I trust you will forgive me for putting you and your dear uncle to the test. I'm confident that a man of your position can understand the importance of earning one's trust, especially in times like these. For what it is worth, you have earned mine, and I can assure you it shall not easily be relinquished. May this be the start of a fruitful relationship. Yes. Yes, indeed. New hunts and new Patron's Whisper, apparently. But not new Aretstone. I wish I knew how to pronounce that. I feel like I'd know if I'd watched any of the
little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Live lettery style things that they did, because they probably talked about it there. Oh, it's not that. It's... yeah, it's you. Nectar? What do you have for us in terms of hunts? A hill to die on. Among Republican merchants, reports abound of caravans being crushed by a black boulder, a creature indeterminate in nature but quite decided in size, strength, and spite. He or she who took it upon themselves to seek out and slay this black mass would earn the eternal gratitude not only of the desert traders but of the curse breakers who risk life and limb with every trip through the Velcroy. There's my pen gone. There's my pen. So, this is rank B, so much more doable. Velcroy Deserts. A black mass. So I've no idea what type of enemy that is to be. Ah! I wasn't planning on recording anything, but I've just accidentally wandered into a notorious monster whilst just trying to get better use of the combat. So,
well, Clive, it looks like you're gonna need me.
So that's a thing. Oh, ow. Okay. That works. Oh, that's far too early. That's more like it. I should probably heal, shouldn't I? That's a thing I should do. Oh, that did not power. Oh, jeez, that did not like the flame rate. Let's do this. And this should up the multiplier as well. Ooh. No, that's too early. That's not low. Nice. Again. Yeah. Oh, down. Uh-huh. Blocked. That was probably a little bit early, if I'm honest. Okay. Ow. Back over here. No. Come here. It's wise to my ploys. That was awful. You're a fine hound, Torgal. Blip, 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 blip. Oops, oh dear. Oh, oh, let's get out of that. Nice. Leave Torgal alone. Oh, Torgal's gone super duper form. Oh. Every time I drop one of the lightning things, it just manages to back out. Uh-oh. That's far too early. Ow. Fine, whatever. I could have beaten it a while ago. Oops. Maybe. Oh, and again. Come on. No.
There's a good boy. Get him.
There we go. He wasn't actually very challenging, if I'm honest. It's just that I was trying to be fancy and get used to things. He was fairly straightforward. Ah, more Scarletite.
It should have stayed in its shell.
So that was... I've already forgotten what the name of the enemy was. It's dungeon time. Dungeon time. Let's actually play on the monitor, shall we? As opposed to through game capture. I know what I'm doing, honestly, folks. Ahem. I was wondering, why can I say cursor? Yes, it's... I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Right, to Drake's Fang, where I assume we are going to deal with Titan once and for all. And it's kind of after that that I'm most intrigued as to what happens. Ooh. Ah. I wanted a picture of the... Oh, he's got metal hands. Well, that's not going to help, is it?
Fuck! Why do they start? What has that gutter rat done to me?
You killed a load of people. You deserve this.
Out of my sight, wench!
Who are you?
I'll kill you, Rossfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
He sounds angry.
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt
Lord Commander of the Royal Knights.
He sought to humiliate me. Me!
Well, he did.
If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Yeah.
Titan would have ground him into dust!
That hands.
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you
Oh yes, prickle his pride. Great
or
plan.
rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbord.
Harbored. Nice little hill clicky dance.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope.
Mm-hmm.
There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Yes. Manipulating him.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just...
Anything? Ooh.
The heart.
What of it?
A mother crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation.
Source
Perhaps
of
you
ether.
could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo?
Creepy heads.
Clive
Pouring.
Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon.
Benedikta did. In fact, it's just Benedikta that we know of.
Benedikta Harman. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
And went utterly mad. How do you know this, Harband? Harmond? Harband? I've forgotten his name already. He looks like a man broken.
My love, I'll avenge you.
Run along now.
Harbored, that was it.
You need only follow the light.
What is your plan, Harbored?
Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so.
Oh, he's talking to Ultima?
You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Oh, Hugo can't see them. Maybe. Interesting. Drake's Fang. Something smells around here. One growly boy. Ooh. Oh no. A lot of dead people. And what the hell is that? Cannibals? Beastmen?
Orcs.
Orcs? Orcs? Suddenly we have orcs in a Final Fantasy game. That's unusual.
Did the royalists bring them from Ash?
So orcs are on the other half of the twins. Into the darkness. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.